Okay, so here's the next bicycle in the shop. It is a Trek 820. As you can see, there's a little bit of rust. Needs a new chain, cables. Frame's got a little bit of rust, and then up in here. So this is what it looks like before. Now we're going to take it down into the shop, try and work some magic, and we'll see how she turns out. I have some ideas on how to fix it. Also, I don't know how much you can see that. Bearing back here is loose. I gotta tighten that up. But yep, this is it. So we'll see. I'm working on the rear tire of the bike. As you can see, it's a little wobbly. I already took the piece off here that locks all this together. It was really loose. And as you can see, it's pretty dirty and grimy. Can you really see? A little bit. But this was loose. There's bearings inside here. So I took this apart, greased it. I've got to do a little bit more work. It's got to be even on both sides. We'll get that here in a minute. Sorry, I've been running around trying to grab a bunch of parts. But that'll slide off. Just like so. So now I'm going to go get my other tools. And I'm going to adjust that now that I got this bearing. Well, I got to get back. Here, I'll show you what I've done to the bike so far. Cleaned up the pedals. Actually painted them. The metal anyway. And because this has been scratched up here, I didn't want the rust. It's a steel frame bike. So I didn't want it to rust and fall apart. So I wire wheeled it with my little Dremel. Got all the rust off of it, and then I painted it with some gray. I don't know how well it shows up, but yeah, there's still a little sheen to the paint. I'm going to wet sand this a little bit, and then I'm going to wax this whole top tube so that hopefully it all stays. And at least he still has his battle scars, but at least the battle scars are protected. And then I got to tackle all that. That's all dirty. Clean all that. Wire wheel some of them bolts, get them all cleaned up. But I'm working on it. I'm down here in my makeshift workshop basement because it's still cold. I just attached the light on my freezer. And the wife, I do have a piece of cardboard, so it shouldn't get dirty. Alright, back to work. See you all later. Bye. Okay, I took that back out to adjust this side, this side to this side so it fits in the bike. But as you can see, there's little bearings in there. So I'm going to pack it with grease and then put it all back together. I got the back all cleaned up except for some bolts. But the gearing, the derailleur, all that's cleaned up. Chain's off because it's getting a new chain. That chain's rusty and stretched. But I took the head off. And look at that. There's supposed to be grease in there. No grease on either one of them. So now we're going to grease it up. And it should spin even better. Alright. So I got the bike all fixed up. I took it for a quick little test drive. Everything's good except for the small gear in the back of the cassette. Looks a little bent. Here, I'll show you. Well, here first of all, here's the bike. New seat, all new cables, new grips, new shifters. Cleaned up all the rust. Like I said earlier, I painted that. Got that all cleaned up so it don't rust anymore. New chain. Shifts in and out of the gear. The only one that it kicks a little bit is that one right there. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little... a couple of these tooth right there's one that's bent. You can see by looking at the other side they're not bent, but yeah, there's another one. But so I don't know what, I don't want to say I don't know what to do, but I could probably take all this apart and flip this, see if this see if these are flippable, because this is a cassette, so you can take these off. So I can take this off and see if it flips, but I don't know if these do it, because I think that's on the back side, so I don't really think you can do that. I'll research and look, but even if that is the only issue, everything else is good. I'll research that, but there it is. It's all good, all running. So hopefully he likes it. I replaced the outer cables that need to be replaced. I left the other ones, but yeah, ride's good, everything's good. Thank you for watching another episode of RGS Adventures. Until next time, see you later. Bye.